So, hey guys, we're at Ionic today.
Ionic today in Long Island City.
Long Island City, Queens. I'm here with Frank. Frank is going to be running Deathwatch. And as per usual, I'm running Thousand Suns. We're going to be playing a 2,000 point game. And let's take a look at the armies. Frank, tell me what you got.
So we're starting today off with my HQ. It's going to be a regular Watchmaster, nothing special about him, just a WYSIWYG. I'm also going to be running Artemis. He's only half painted, so forgive me for that. Artemis, no option, so he's WYSIWYG. And then my last one's going to be a Librarian. No other options, he's just going to be in the Terminator armor, no additional things. For spells, it's going to be Smite, and I believe it was called Hero's Might, the thing that gives my guys the +1 strength, attack, toughness, all of that. Then for troops, we're going over here. First in my Razorback, it's a Stormbolter twin lasgun. Have a group of 6, so we got Frag Cannon, then we got the, Frag Cannon, Infernus Heavy Bolter. Then we have a guy with the Sergeant, he's gonna have the Xenophage Hunter Blade, regular Bolt Gun, Black Shield, and then we're gonna have a guy with a Shotgun. Next squad over here, same thing. It's gonna be a Frag Cannon, then we're gonna have another Black Shield, then Bolt Gun with Power Maul, Bolt Gun, Combi Plasma with a Power Sword. Then it's just gonna be a regular guy with a Bolter and a regular sword, not a Power Sword. Over here for my last squad of regular troops, gonna have a Frag Cannon, Infernus Heavy Bolter, Combi Melta. We're gonna have a guy with the Stalker Bolter, Heavy Thunderhammer, Storm Shield, Power Maul, regular Bolter, regular Bolter, regular Bolter, regular Bolter on him as well. Then we're going with Terminators. So he's going to have Storm Bolter and then the Power Fist, a Chain Fist, Storm Bolter, Chain Fist. He's gonna have the Assault Cannon with the Power Fist. Over here, he's going to be the Heavy Flamer Power Fist, and the last guy is going to be Heavy Thunderhammer, Storm Shield, and the Cyclone Missile Launcher. Move over to my fast attack over here for the Assault Marines. We're gonna have dual Lightning Claw, gonna have Bolt Pistol and regular sword, Storm Shield, Heavy Thunderhammer. We're gonna have a Infernus Pistol and a Power Sword, and the last guy over here is going to be Plasma with a Power Fist. Coming over to my bikes for my fast attack, all regular WYSIWYG, nothing special about them. Then I have 2 squads of Primaris I'm going to use. Aggressors, since the Deathwatch Codex hasn't come out as of day of recording, I don't get the special ammo rules for them, so I'm just gonna play it as that. Regular WYSIWYG aggressors, nothing special. And then a 5-man squad over here of intercessors, WYSIWYG, nothing special about them. That's going to be 1,997 points.
Who's going to be your warlord this game?
My Watchmaster is going to be my warlord.
And his warlord trait?
Feel no pain.
5-up, feel no pain?
5-up, feel no pain, yeah.
Got it, okay. And how many detachments are in this list?
It's going to be a battalion and a patrol.
For a total of?
7.
Command points.
Yes.
Awesome, and let's take a look at Thousand Suns. So over here we have 2,000 points of Thousand Suns. We have a battalion detachment consisting of Ahriman on a disc of Zinch, standard war gear. We have a Demon Prince of Zinch who's going to be our warlord this game. He's going to be equipped with dual Malefic Talons, and his warlord trait is going to be Ether Stride, which is going to allow him to essentially advance and charge in the same turn, in addition to re-rolling failed charge rolls. We have cultists with autoguns, 10 of them. Another unit of cultists, 10 of them with autoguns. We have 2 10-man units of Zangors with auto pistols and chainswords. And then our fast attack choice is going to be Zangor Enlightened. These are still fairly new for me. They're going to be on discs, obviously, and they're going to be equipped with Fatecaster Great Bows. And then we have a flyer, which is the Chaos Xiphon Interceptor, which again, this is a fairly new model for me. I'm going to be using it for the first time today, so we will see what it can do. And then we have the Supreme Command Detachment over here, consisting of 3 Exalted Sorcerers on discs of Zinch. They are each going to be equipped with a Plasma Pistol and a Force Stave. We have the Contemptor Dreadnought, is we gave it a havoc launcher. It's also going to be equipped with a pair of Hellforged Deathclaws melee weapons, and it's going to have 2 soul burners on each arm. And last but not least, we have a Lord of War in this detachment, which is Magnus the Red, Primarch of the Thousand Suns. He's just, yeah, he's our boy. So that's 2,000 points of Thousand Suns. Let's take a look at the board. So this is going to give us 7 command points all in. And I forgot to mention that we are going to be equipping one of our guys, this guy, with a relic that we get for free. That relic is going to be Helm of the Third Eye. What type of mission are we playing again? We're playing Contact Lost?
Yeah, Contact Lost, Lost Contact, something like that.
Contact Lost, 6 objective markers. We got objective marker 4, 2. We got objective marker 1 back here, 3 back here. We got 5 and 6. We have rolled for deployment type. I forget the name of it, but essentially this is Dawn of War. 12-inch deployment zone here for the Suns, and 12-inch deployment zone back there for the good guys. We're gonna deploy and we'll see you on the other side. Hey guys, so we finished deploying. This is what deployment looks like for the Suns, and this is what the deployment zone for Deathwatch looks like. We have a bunch of people in Deep Striking Reserve over here, and then these guys are embarked where again? In the
Razorback.
In the Razorback. Okay. So again, off the top, we have some shenanigans from Deathwatch. They get to scout, so go ahead, scout out.
Just the bikes, nothing else.
This is the first time we've done, well, actually, I was trying to do some projects with them. I love the idea.
Okay, at this point, we are gonna see who gets to go first. Frank is gonna get +1 to his roll, which is a 4, and Suns are gonna get a 5, so the 1,000 Suns are gonna get to go first, unless Frank sees the initiative on a roll of a 6. And, oh my, it's gonna be Deathwatch, Battleground 1. Secure objective 3, and objective 3 is conveniently placed almost in the deployment zone, okay? And Frank gets just 1, and then we are going to be generating 1 for each objective marker that we hold in subsequent turns. So moving on into the movement phase.
So first we're gonna start moving the aggressors, I believe. So they're gonna move up just a little bit. Gonna do about 4, so this gentleman can catch up and not be too far behind. Then we're gonna start moving this squad over about 4 inches to be about there. The intercessors now, we're gonna go ahead and move up just a little, because I don't think I'm in within 30-inch range. Oh no, I am, so they're actually not gonna go ahead and move. This squad will go ahead and move though, so we wanna get those frag cannons as close as possible, since I don't have any Corvus Black Stars this game. Then we're gonna go move these bikes next. So bikes are gonna move 14, I'm gonna move them a little less. And then finally, gonna go move that Razorback. So we're gonna put him about here. That's going to be the end of my movement, so I'm gonna go ahead and Deep Strike now.
Go for it. Okay, first unit arriving from Deep Strike is gonna be
Librarian.
the Librarian, okay?
A little back behind here. Artemis is also going to come in over here. And then my HQ is as well. I'm gonna try to concentrate firepower over here to hopefully get rid of Magnus if at all possible. Might be my undoing, but we'll see. The Assault Marines over on the other end of the board. Try to kill those cultists real quick and then move over. Put you guys back here. And then finally, the Terminators. So that's going to be the end of Deep Strike. Now we're going to go over to the Psychic phase, and everything's going to get denied to Witch, I bet.
Let's see what happens.
So we're going to go ahead and try to smite those cultists with my Librarian.
And he gets 6. Who else is a Psychic in there?
Just my Librarian, nothing else.
How many Psychic powers can he manifest?
He can manifest 2.
Okay, so this is a Psyker. He's within 24. He's going to try and deny this. He denies it by a 10.
Might of Heroes, I think it's called, on my HQ.
What is that going to do?
It's going to give him 1 toughness, 1 attack, and 1 additional strength for melee.
Okay. That's an 11. Let's see if Magnus can deny this. So we actually get an 11 plus 2. That's a 13. That is denied as well.
All right. So now we're going to go into the shooting phase. Shooting over here with the Assault Marines.
Okay.
They're going to go ahead and shoot at the cultists. Go with this lovely guy with the bolt pistol. He's just going to get the 1 shot. We're going to go ahead and choose the Kraken round. So it's going to add 1 to the AP, just in case those poor little cultists want to make a save. So it's going to be 2s to hit, or excuse me, 3s to hit, but I miss either way, so that none of that matters. We're going to go over to the gentleman back here with the Infernal Pistol. We're going to go ahead and use the same thing, the Kraken rounds. So if this does go ahead and hit, it's going to cause a lot of damage, but see how I roll. So that is going to go ahead and hit. It's going to be strength 7 versus toughness 3, so it's going to be 2s. So I did go ahead and roll that 3. It's going to be -3 to their save.
That's going to be 1 guy removed from play.
Okay. I'm going to go over here to the gentleman with the plasma. We're not going to go ahead and overcharge that. We're just going to shoot it regular. So it does go ahead and hit. It's not a bolter, so I can't use any of the special rounds for that one. So it's just going to be regular plasma against it. Rolled a 5. So
Wounds, AP.
Plasma is -1, not overcharged.
1, so that means 7-up save for them. 1 guy in addition removed from play.
These last 2 guys, just regular bolt pistols against that. So they do go ahead and hit on both. Then it's going to be the Kraken ones again. So it's strength 4, toughness 3, so I need 3s. 2 hits at AP -1.
AP -1 is going to be this dude and this dude removed from play.
We're going to go ahead and move over to the Razorback, just barely. So it's going to go ahead, do 2 shots at the squad.
What about the other weapons?
The last cannon is also going to be into the same squad.
So all weapons into the Zangors?
Yes.
Go for it.
So we're going to do the Stormbolter first. So it's going to be 2 hits, strength 4 versus toughness.
4.
Okay, so 4s.
1 wound. They have a 5-up invuln save, which they make.
Okay, so we're going to do the Twin Link Glass now. So it's going to be 2 shots. Neither of them hit.
Okay.
The aggressors are out of range, so they're not going to be able to do anything this turn. We're going to go over to the Terminators. So first, the gentleman with the assault cannon is going to do 6 shots into the same squad. So that is going to be 4 hits. It's going to be strength 6, so I need 3s.
And it looks like 2 of them.
AP -1.
Okay, again, we don't care about AP. We're looking for a 5-up invuln save. We make 1, but 1 guy is going to be removed from play.
All right, we're going to go over to the 2 Stormbolter guys. They're going to shoot same time, same stats, everything. Same squad. They're going to be hitting on 3s. They will then be using the Kraken rounds.
We'll hit.
Going to be 3s again. Or excuse me, 4s to hit, to wound.
Okay, so 3 5-up invuln saves on the Zangors. We lose 3 guys. So those 3 guys are going to be 1, 2, and 3.
So the Flamer is not within range because we use Deep Struck. We're going to go ahead and use the Cyclone Missile Launcher. Frag Missile. It's going to be heavy 2d3. So I'm going to be getting -1 when I go ahead and hit. So let's see how many shots it is first.
Heavy 2d3. It's going to be 3 plus 2, 5 shots.
So there's 5 dice hitting on 4s.
3 of them.
3.
Strength is 8, right? Toughness is 4, so anything but. And we get 1 but it's 2 of them that do go through.
Yes.
So 2 5-up invuln saves. We save 1 additional guy is removed from play. Let's say that this guy is removed from play.
So the squad over here is out of range. Gonna move over to this other kill team. The only guy that's in range Gentleman up front, he's going to be using the heavy bolter part.
And he's going into the Zangors over here?
Yes, sir. Yes,
okay.
he is.
Go for it.
So it's a heavy weapon, so it's going to be -1, so it's going to be 4s.
3 of them?
Yep.
4s.
So 2.
Okay.
And then it's going to be strength 5 versus
4,
so
3
3.
to wound. No wounds. Zinch protects. Okay.
Gonna go over to the intercessors. They are all shots are going to be going to these Zangors as well.
Okay.
So we're gonna go ahead 5 shots into them, hitting on 3s. So 3 hits, strength 4, toughness 3.
Toughness 4,
or excuse me, toughness 4, so 4s.
No wounds.
All right, we're going to start shooting down cultists, I hope. So everyone but the final one is in rapid fire range.
Okay.
7 shots onto the cultists. Excuse me, the Kraken rounds again, so it's going to be AP -1.
But it's strength 4, toughness 3, so 3 to wound first. Okay, and we wound once.
Wow.
Zinch does protect, I'm telling you. I can't roll a 7 on a 6-sided dice, so this guy's gonna go away.
Artemis is going to go ahead and shoot at one of the Zangors, just a regular 1 shot. He's going to be hitting on 2s.
Hits.
He is going to be using the Hellfire round just to try to boost it. So we're going to be hitting on a 2+.
Wounding on a 2+, wounds, AP.
No, excuse me, AP -1. On
So one additional guy is going to be room for play.
the Zangors.
Oh, this is on Zangors, in
Yes.
which case we get a 5-up inlone save, which we don't make. So on this unit of Zangors, we're going to remove, let's say, Bob.
My HQ is also going to go ahead and shoot at them with his Guardian Sphere. Same unit, the Zangors. He's going to be hitting on 2s.
Hits.
And then he's, same thing, the Hellfire rounds, wounding on 2s.
Wounds once. So a 5-up inlone save. Nope. One additional guy removed from play. Let's say this guy.
The Librarian, not in range to go ahead and shoot anything.
Okay.
So we're going to go ahead, go to the charge phase.
Who's charging whom?
So we're going to start with the bikes attempting to charge the cultists.
Okay, in which scenario the cultists will be overwatching. This guy is outside of 12, so he's going to get 1 shot, and then these guys are going to double tap, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, plus 1, 17 shots in Overwatch going against the bikers. Cultists are within 1 inch or 6 inches of the Exalted Sorcerer and Magnus. We're looking for 6s, re-rolling 1s. Re-rolling 1s. And it looks like we get 2 of them that go through. So 2 strength 3 against toughness 5. Looking for 5s to wound. No wounds.
We're gonna
Charge distance, looking for a 6. We get a 7. That's a successful charge.
I just came by to chill too, but
It's going to be the end of their charge before pile in.
Anybody else charging?
We're also going to go ahead and try to charge with the Terminators.
These guys?
Yes, sir. They're going to charge at the, forget the name of them, the guys right there.
The Zangors?
Yes.
Okay, so the Zangors will be overwatching as well. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys with auto pistols. They are going to be hitting on 6s, re-rolling 1s because of these 2 guys. Re-rolling 1s. Nothing. Charge distance is going to be...
Going to need at least a 9.
That's not going to cut it.
I'm not going to waste the command point. Then we're going to try to charge the Assault Marines over onto the cultists.
Assault Marines into the cultists. There's 2, 4, 6 of them. Yeah. Are they all within 12? Do me a favor and just see.
They are all within 12, yeah.
No. These guys.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So maybe these 2 guys are not?
These last 2 are not.
Well, there's
the
1
last
more.
3.
So 1, 2, 3. So then 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 shots going into them. 6s, re-rolling 1s because of him. And it looks like we get 1 6, and we're gonna re-roll this 1. That's just 1 of them. Strength 3, toughness.
Toughness 4. Nothing
Toughness
special.
4, 5s to wound, no wounds.
About a 9, it looks like.
Okay.
To get me within 1 inch.
Let's see. That's a 7. That's again not gonna cut it. Anybody else?
Nope, we're just gonna go to the actual fight phase then.
Okay. We're activating this unit. they get to pile in 3, and they get to swing.
2 attacks for each of them, and then the sergeant's going to get 3. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 11 attacks onto the cultists.
Okay, so 11 hits going into the cultists.
So we're going to be hitting on 3s. Everything's going to hit except 1. Oh, I'm sorry, except 2. Then we're going to be strength 4 versus toughness 3. So we're going to be wounding on 3s. So it looks like we're going to be doing 7 wounds, no AP.
7 6-up armor saves on the cultists. All of them fail, so that's going to be 7 guys. 3 and 2 and that's 5. So let's say 6 and let's say 7. 7 guys removed from line.
So go ahead and swing back.
They get to swing back. There's 1 attack each. They will be hitting on 4s, they're rolling 1s because of the Exalted Sorcerer. 1 hit, strength 3, toughness 5, 5 wounds, no wounds. That's the end of that, and we're going to move on straight into the morale phase. These guys lost 2, 4, 6, 8 guys. Their leadership is a 7 or an 8. That's enough to kill the unit. This is going to be first blood for you. Over here we lost 2 Zangors. 2 plus 1 is a 3. That's below their leadership. They passed their test. Over here we lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys. 5 plus 5 is 10. The leadership is a 7, so that's 3 over. That's 3 additional guys removed from play. So 1, 2, 3 more guys are fleeing the field of battle. And then over here we lost 4 guys. 4 plus 5 is a 9. Their leadership is a 6, so they lose 3 additional guys. And those 3 guys are going to be this guy, and this guy. It's going to be the end of player turn 1 for Deathwatch. Did you get any?
I have secure objective 3. I'm not within 3 inches of that, so I did not secure that objective.
Battle round 1, 1,000 suns. Card objective marker that we're going to draw is going to be behind enemy line. The movement phase, we're going to start with these dudes. The Zangors, their movement is 6, so they're just going to move up to here. Moving on. He has a movement of 12. He is going to move up to here. These 2 Zangors are going to be moving up 6, up to right here. This guy can move 8 and get up to here, but let's say that there's some terrain interfering, so we're just going to advance him. The Ether Stride special Warlord trait is going to allow him to advance and charge in the same turn, so we may as well charge him. His movement is 8 plus D6 is a 4, 12. We're just going to say that he's right up in their grill, staring them down menacingly, and we're going to move on. We're going to be advancing these dudes. Their movement is 6 plus 5. That's going to give them 11 inches of movement. 11 inches up to something like 12 inches for Ahriman is going to be right here. This guy will be moving 12 as well, up to, let's say, we're just going to move him up to here. These guys have a fly keyword. They pretty much ignore all terrain. Their movement is 12, which is going to get them somewhere around here. This guy can move 12. He's also on a disc of Zinch, even though he doesn't look like he's on a disc of Zinch, but he's going to be right here. He can move 8. He's going to get up to right here, staying about 1.25 inches away from these dudes. He's going to be moving. He has a special ability called Preternatural Maneuverability or something like that. Bottom line is he pivots up to 90, moves, and he gets to pivot up to 90 again. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to do something like this, and we're going to fly him all the way back here. Magnus moving his 16 inches, ending his movement like so. That's the end of the move phase. We're going to move on into the second phase. We're going to start over here with the Demon Prince of Zinch. He can manifest 2, deny 1. He knows multiple things, but he's going to start with manifesting prescience. He's going to attempt to manifest prescience over here. Is there anybody within 24 inches that can deny this?
The only psyker I have at all is my librarian, so not within 24.
So he's going to attempt to manifest prescience and put it on the Xiphon Interceptor. Prescience is warp charge 7. That goes off, so he's going to have +1 to his to hit rolls. Oh, you know what? I messed that up. Now that I'm thinking about it, prescience, he had prescience, Ahriman had prescience, not the Demon Prince of Zench, so let's say that he manifested. It would have actually improved this roll by 1, but regardless, it goes off, he's gonna put, so he manifested 1, he's gonna put it on him. Going back to the Demon Prince of Zench, he is going to be manifesting Gaze of Fate. Gaze of Fate is warp charge 6. We get an 11, that's going to give us a free reroll later on in the turn. That's one psychic power, and the second psychic power that you can manifest is going to be Smite. Close visible is this. Looking for a 5, we get a 6. That's going to be, unless you, well, there's nobody to deny, right? So D3 mortal wounds for total of 2 mortal wounds against this Terminator squad over here.
So we're gonna go ahead and put the 2 on this guy.
Ahriman manifested 1. He's gonna manifest a second one. The second one is going to be Smite as well. Closest visible target for a person with Smite is again going to be them. Looking for a 5. You get an 11 +1. That's a 12. This is going to be Super Smite, meaning it's going to be D6 mortal wounds for a total of 2 mortal wounds. I'm actually going to burn Gaze of Fate, that 1 reroll, and we're going to reroll this dice for a total of 5 mortal wounds over here.
You know, you'll finish. You're level 2 now, so like they're my favorite class.
We'll put 1 on the guy with the assault cannon.
So he's down to a single wound remaining. Awesome. And the third psychic power that we're going to manifest with Ahriman is going to be Boon of Change. We're going to be putting Boon of Change on this guy. Boon of Change is going to be warp charge 7. We get a 6. That is going to be a failed psychic test. Okay, so we're going to, with him, attempt to manifest Smite as well. Close visible is these people. Looking for a 5. We get an 8. D3 mortal wounds is going to be 3. That's the squad. He knows some extra psychic powers, but we're going to leave them alone, and we're going to go over here. Does he have an invuln save?
Yes.
What is it?
3+.
Okay, so...
Excuse me, 4+. No, he has 4+, he has 3+.
Okay, so with him, we're going to try and manifest Death Hex on him. That's going to take away his invuln save. Warp charge 8. So let's see what we can do. We get a 7. That's going to be a failed psychic test. I'm going to burn one of my command points, and I'm going to re-roll this one, and we roll the same result. That's a wasted command points, but it was a good effort, I guess. We're going to move on, and we're going to manifest Smite. That goes off. Would you like to deny this?
I'm going to try to.
Go for it. Nope. That's going to be D3 mortal wounds. 2 for him. I want to say that he is... yeah.
Okay.
So that's going to be 2 mortal wounds on the Warlord.
So he's going to be down to 4.
So this guy is going to attempt to manifest Diabolic Strength. Warp charge 6. We get a 4. He is within 9 inches of his dad. He's going to get to reroll once for a total of 5. Failed psychic test. Does not go off. He is going to be manifesting Smite as his second psychic power. We get a 7. Again, he rerolls once for an 11. That's actually going to be Super Smite as well. Okay. Close visible, again, you tell me, but I want to say that it's that guy as well. So D6 mortal wounds, 3 mortal wounds.
He's down to 1.
Magnus is going to go next. Glamour of Zinch, we're looking for a 7. We get an 8 or 2, that's a 10. No denies, right?
What spell is this?
This is going to be Glamour of Zinch. We rolled an 8, we improve it by 2, that's a 10. So to deny, you need an 11 or better. It's going to be -1 to hit him. So he's going to be hard to hit. Favor of Fates, we're looking for a 6. We get a 6 + 2, that's an 8. +1 to his reroll save, giving him a 3-up reroll save. Warp time. Warp time, this is an 11 + 2, 13. On him, he's gonna get to move again. Magnus is gonna move an extra 16, ending his movement like so. And that's the end of the psychic phase actually, but before we move on into the next phase, we're going to invoke a stratagem. The stratagem is going to be the Great Sorcerer. It costs 1 command point. The Great Sorcerer is going to let us activate a Psyker, him, and we're going to get to manifest 1 additional psychic power. That's going to be Smite. Close visible is going to be who?
Probably the Librarian.
The Librarian. We're looking for a 5. We're going to reroll ones, and we get an 8 + 2. That's a 10. It's going to be D6 mortal wounds on the Librarian for a total of 6 mortal wounds.
How many? 6?
6.
So he's dead.
Okay. So we're going to move on into the shooting phase. Okay, we're going to start here. This guy is equipped with a plasma pistol. He's going to be. He's
closer. Yeah.
Well, maybe this guy is actually closer. He can't fire at the character, but if the bikes are further away than the character, then
5 inches.
Well, for him, but for him,
about 5 and then about 6.
So he will be firing his plasma pistol in here. He's going to be hitting on 2s. That's a hit. Strength on the plasma is 7 if it's not supercharged. His toughness is 4. So 3 is the wound. 1 wound. He can take his invuln save,
use the invuln 3+.
Which he fails.
I will command point that. Okay. So I will be down to 6 then.
Okay. And he fails it again, but before we move on, Helm of the Third Die is the relic that I have on a 5-up. Whenever you use a command reroll stratagem or any stratagem, I'm going to get a command point, and I do. So I'm going to go back to 6 command points. And he had 1 wound remaining. Yeah, he's
Slay the Warlord then?
This guy can now fire his plasma pistol as well. He has line of sight to him, but these guys are closer, so he's gonna have to go into them, hitting on 2, and then wounding on a 3, -3, and 1 point of damage.
So it's gonna be a 6+.
Nope,
so one guy takes 1 wound.
There we go.
Put it on him.
Okay. The 8 of these guys will be firing their auto pistols into this group, so that's 8 shots. They're looking for 4s, re-rolling 1s because they're in proximity of the Exalted Sorcerer. Re-rolling 1s. So these are misses, 3 of them hit, strength 3, toughness 5. So 1 wound, no AP.
So it's going to be 3+. He's fine.
It's fine. Moving on to this dude. How many guys are in this unit?
This is 10, this is 5.
We're gonna fire both soul burners into this unit. Soul burners are assault D3, so that's gonna be a total of 3 + 1, 4 shots. His ballistic skill is a 2. He's going to be re-rolling 1s if he's within 6 of these people.
This is the way to describe. It's space Catholics in space. Space Catholics in space. Yes.
No?
Double space, yes.
Okay, so I screwed that up, but it is what it is. So he's going to be hitting on 2s. Any successful hit rolls are mortal wounds.
Okay.
So that's going to be 4 mortal wounds on this one over here.
Okay.
Inflict,
so 4 guys from the back.
There we go. So I forgot that he has a Havoc launcher. I am going to fire into the same unit. I can't, because I didn't call it at the beginning or on a different unit, so I'm just going to do the same unit, I guess. Havoc launcher has a range of 48 inches. They are definitely within 48. It's D6 shots for a total of 5. This is a heavy weapon, so he moved. Instead of 2s, he's going to be hitting on 3s. He's not going to be re-rolling anything. He misses once. Strength 5, toughness 4, so 3s to wounds. It looks like 2 wounds on this group. No AP, 1 point of damage.
No AP on it?
No AP.
So it's 2 wounds at
There you go. So the Xiphon Interceptor will be discharging all of its weapons into the Razorback because we don't like las cannons. So the Razorback, the Xiphon is equipped with Soulstalker missiles and 2 twin las cannons. Due to 2 twin las cannons, they are heavy too. There's 2 of them, so that's going to be 4 shots. It's a heavy weapon, but he ignores the penalty for moving and shooting heavy weapons. He has prescience on him, which takes his ballistic skill down to 2 instead of 3, and he's within 1 inch of all of these dudes, or well, 6 inches of these dudes, which allow him to reroll 1s. So we're looking for those rerolling 1s. That thing is not hard to hit or anything, right? So, hey, we miss once, 3 of them go through. This is going to be strength 9, toughness 7. So 3 to wounds. And we just wound once.
What's the AP?
On the last cannon, it's going to be -3. And
So it's a 6+ then?
There we go.
No.
D6 points of damage is going to be 4 points of damage on the Razorback. 6 wounds remaining on the Razorback, and then the next weapon is going to be the Soulstalker missiles. It's heavy D3 for a total of 2 shots. Again, looking, it's a heavy weapon, but still 2 or 3 rolling 1s, 2 hits. This is going to be strength 7, toughness
7.
So 4 to wounds, 2 wounds. These are going to be -3 and 2 points of damage. And in addition to that, any wound rolls of 5+ with this weapon do a mortal wound in addition to the weapon's normal damage. So this is going to be 2 mortal wounds.
So it'll be at 4 before any rolls?
Before any rolls. These are going to be -2 and 2 points of damage.
-2 to the AP?
-2 to
So it's going to be 5+. So either of them?
That's 4 points of damage. Reducing it to 0. Does it explode? It does not. It is just removed from play.
Then the guys inside.
Oh, the guys inside. How many people are in there?
6.
No, everybody's good. Awesome. So they are this emergency disembarking right there. The Zangor Enlightener equipped with Fade Caster Great Bows, range is 24. This unit is within 24. They will be shooting at them. Fade Caster Great Bows are assault 2. There are 3 of them over there. That's going to be 6 shots going into this group. We are looking for 3s to hit. They are within, proximity of these dudes, so they're going to get to reroll 1s. Rerolling 1s. Okay, so these 2 are misses. These 4 are hits. 6s automatically wound, so there are no wounds required. For these, I need to roll to wound. Strength of the weapon is a 5.
Their toughness is
5, so 4 to wound. 1 additional wound, so 3 wounds, -1, 1.
I can regular saves then, just -1? Okay.
-1 and 1
So I'll have 3. 4+, they're normally a 3.
So
2 wounds. They have 2 wounds each, so 1 guy will just cease to exist.
That's going to be everything in the shooting phase. We're going to move on into the charge phase. Charge phase, we're going to start with these dudes, declaring a charge against the bikers, the Zangors.
Get some extra dice. I'm going to be overwatching. 10, 2 shots each for each bike.
Okay.
And they're hard.
And I see 2, 3.
So the hard
Nice.
It's the Zangors.
Zangor strength is
Strength 4, it's just regular bolsters.
4, so
I'm going to be using the Hellfire rounds. I think it's called the one that wounds on 2+.
Okay. So it's going to be 2 wounds, looking for a 5-up interval. We save 1, 1 guy is dead. This last guy, charge distance on them is going to be 8. That should be sufficient to get them. So we're just going to do something like so. Next guy charging is going to be this dude. Charge distance, because they can't overwatch anymore, is a 7. He's just going to do this. First Exalted Sorcerer declaring a charge against the character over here.
Rapid fire, 1, so it's within 12. He's going to get 2 shots. He's going to re-roll because he's within himself.
He
Re-rolls any missed hits within 6 inches, so neither of them are 1s anyway.
Okay, so we are looking for a charge distance of an 8. That's going to be sufficient to get him in here. Second guy charging now is going to get an 8. That should be plenty. to get him in there, and that leaves our friend Magnus back there. Magnus declaring a charge against these two units.
Oh, both
we're
of them?
going to be
Okay.
multi-charging, yep.
So we're going to do the intercessors first. So
10 rapid firing shots from this group, okay, into Magnus. Magnus is -1 to hit, right? I kid. 6s are automatically hitting.
so it's just going to be those two.
Yep.
Strength 4 versus...
Toughness is 7, so 5 to hit. That's 1 wound. We are looking for a 3-up in-wound save, which we failed. This is going to be how much damage?
Just 1.
17 wounds left on Magnus.
Go to the other squad then. So first we're going to do the heavy bolter. So 3 shots. Nothing. We're going to go over to the combi plasma. So first we're going to do the regular bolter part. Then we'll do the plasma part, not overcharging. Thank goodness. We're going to go over to the the frag cannon. He'll use the heavy bolter part as well. Nothing. Then bolt pistol over here. Should be within 12, so it's the 1 shot. No. The stalker bolter. No. And then the bolt pistol on the last guy. No.
Okay. And now we are going to roll charge distance for Magnus. We get a 9. We needed a 7 to this, 8 to this. So it is safe to say that he's just gonna do something like that, and that's gonna be the only charge. Well, actually, yeah, we have multiple charges. How many command points do you have?
I've used only 1, so I have 6 left.
You got 6 left. Okay, so we are then gonna be activating Magnus first. So Magnus has 7 attacks. He's hitting on 2s. He's rerolling 1s. These models have the Imperium keyword on them.
Yes.
Blade of Magnus is double his strength, but 6s will trigger Death to the False Emperor, generating additional hits. So, we are actually going to be splitting these up. We're going to do, let's say, we're going to do 5 on this big mean group, and then we're going to do 2 on the intercessor squad. So, the big mean group looking for 2s. Re-rolling 1s, so we miss once, but 6s trigger Death to the False Emperor, so more rolls to hit, that many. Intercessors,
Okay, so we both have scouts.
2 hits, 6 triggers Death to the False Emperor, 3. So 3 of them on this group, and then 3, 4, 5, 6 on this group. Strength is 16, toughness is 4, so anything but 2 wounds. And we roll 3 buds. So 3 of them do go through on that group, and intercessors, 3 wounds. So these are going to be -4.
Okay, so
3 points of damage each.
So no save then. So that'll just be the 3 of them.
So that's 3 of them, and then 3 over here.
So do I get my invuln?
You do.
Okay, so guy with the storm shield over there. Excuse me, for the combat shield.
So my chaplain has
So first one failed.
Failed, so no other.
So that's
So
3 guys.
3 guys, 2, and then 3.
Would you like to spend 2 command points and interrupt?
On Magnus or the others?
If you don't interrupt right now, I'm going to activate one of my next charging units. So
I will go ahead. I'll spend 2 to activate the bikers.
that's fine. I'm going to use some of the 3rd die and see if I can get a command point on a 5. No, I can't.
So I'm down to 4 now.
4 command points remaining. Awesome. So bikers swing next.
So the bikers are going to get 2 attacks each. The sergeant is going to get 3, but we've got to pile in first. Hit the not dreadnoughts, so they're going to be a little easier to kill.
So this guy cannot pile in, this guy cannot pile in, these 3 guys can. They have to go towards the closest enemy, so this guy can pile in over there. And then this, yeah.
Kind of just turn around.
There we go. Awesome. So how are we splitting these?
We're going to do 8 regular on this squad, and then the sergeant will do his 3 on the dreadnought.
Go for it.
So we're going to do the regular guys first, hitting on 3s.
Hold the take it hold. And take away, carry away. Recover.
So strength 4, toughness 3, or 4? 4, okay, so wounding on 4s. So 4 wounds, no AP.
5 pinball saves. We saved 2, but Johnny and Charlie are removed from play.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do the Sergeant on the Dreadnought. He's gonna get 3 attacks, hitting on 3s.
Chasing the whole time.
And then strength 4, toughness 7, so wounding on 5s.
No wounds.
Nothing.
Okay, so we're gonna get to activate one of our next units, and that unit is gonna be, let's say, this dude over here. So it sounds like we just realized we messed something up over here. What did we do wrong?
My HQ for this Warlord trade, I took Feel No Pain. I forgot to go ahead and roll that for the wounds he took. Probably still would have died anyway, but since it's been multiple phases, Milan might have charged something else differently. So we're just gonna forget that that happened and just say he died. I failed all the rolls.
But we're gonna remember for next time that we should do Feel No Pains for the Warlord. Okay, we're gonna move on. This guy is swinging next. He has 5 attacks. 5 attacks going obviously into him. Looking for 2s, re-rolling 1s. That's 5 hits. He's equipped with a 4 stave, which adds 2 to his strength for a total of 6 versus 4. 3 to wounds. That's 2 wounds with -1, and this is going to be 3 points of damage each.
So it's -1, so 3 plus is now a 4 plus. Same if he has an Iron Halo, so either way it's going to be 4s. How many wounds?
D3 each, but you got
Or how many wounding hits rather? 2, okay. So we're gonna do 4 plus.
You save 1, but 1 does go through, so that's gonna be D3 points of damage for a total of 2.
So he has Unstoppable Champion. Roll a D6 whenever he loses a wound. It's Old Feel No Pain on a 6 plus. He does not lose it.
Got it. So this is going to be 2 points of damage. So you're gonna roll 1 and 1 more. He saves 1, but 1 does go through.
So he'll be down to 4.
This guy also has a disc, even though you can't see it here, which is going to be hitting on 2s. Death to the False Emperor is going to actually hit twice. Strength 4, toughness 4, force to wounds, 1 wound, no AP, 1 point of damage.
So 3 plus, he saves that.
Fine. Moving on to the next guy. This guy, swinging into him, 5 hit rolls, looking for 2s, 6 versus 4, looking for 3s. We do 3 of them, again, -1.
So it's going to be 4 plus.
We fail 1. It's going to be D3 points of damage for a total of 3, which you will ignore on 6s. Nope, 3 more points of damage.
He's down to 1.
As we were saying off camera, Twist Spray has 2 attacks, plus 1 for the chainsword is a 3. These guys get 2 a pop because of the chainsword, so 2, 4, 6, 8 plus 3, 11 swings into the Bakers. Okay, so they are looking for 3s, no rerolls.
Yeah, yours are 6.
Miss, 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 miss. This is a hit. It's gonna be 2, 4, 6 successful hit rolls. Strength of weapon is a 4. Toughness is a 5. 5's the wounds. We get 2 of them. And with a chainsword, I believe it's just no AP and 1 point of damage.
So regular 3 plus then.
They're fine. Activating the Dreadnought next. 2 Hellforged Death Claws on this guy are going to swing into him. His base is 4 because he has 2 melee weapons, gets an extra attack for a total of 5. Looking for 2s. All of them hit. These are going to be double his strength for a total of 14 versus 6. Wounding on... I'm sorry, still wounding on 2s. All of them wound. These are going to be -3 and 3 points of damage each.
So 6 plus, all 5.
5 of them. Let's see. We save 1 guy, but 4 guys are removed from play.
So we start with him.
Okay, so the sergeant lives?
Yes, just the sergeant.
Okay. And he doesn't have a wound on him?
He does
the wound
not.
was on the other guys?
Yep.
Okay, that's all the charging units that went, so you get to swing back.
Yep.
Yeah, I know that. This guy is anxious to fight. Let's see what he can do.
So Artemis is going to go ahead, swing back. He's going to get 4 attacks. Neither of guys have been hit, so let's say that one.
All 4 on
All
him?
4 on, yeah, 1 guy. So 2 plus. So all hit Strength 4, toughness 4. So gonna be 4s. Yeah. So 2, it's going to be AP -3, 1 damage.
AP -3 is going to take them up to a 6-up armor save or a 5-up invuln save, which they fail both damage.
1 damage apiece.
3 wounds remaining, right? We did 2 to them, right? Okay. Who's, I guess...
He already went.
Okay, so
we're going to go over here. We're going to do the intercessors. One of them is going to get 2 attacks. The sergeant's going to get 3, so 5 attacks total. They're going to be weapon skill 3.
He's hard to hit, so actually...
So 4s.
Yep.
Why was this printed out at all times in my box?
So 2. Strength 4, toughness a lot, so 5s.
1 wound.
That's 1 damage, no... AP -3.
So 3-up invuln save, which he saves. Magnus lives.
Then we're going to go over to the other squad. The heavy thunderhammer is going to go first. It's going to be weapon skill 3, so 4s then.
Well, 5s because he's hard to hit, right?
Well, it's, oh yeah, plus, yeah, hard hit, I'm sorry. So 5s then.
Just to clarify for our audience that's watching this video, so 3 is regular because he's using a thunderhammer, he gets -1, and -1 because Magnus is hard to hit, looking for 5s.
So it's going to be 3 attacks. Nothing. He's not within. Sorry.
It's okay, don't worry about it.
He's not within 6 inches of Artemis, so no. So then it's just 2 attacks each from the regular guys. So they will hit on 4s. So 2. Strength 4, toughness more, so 5. So 1. No AP.
So again, 3-up armor, 3-up invuln, which he fails. So he took 1 wound. He's gonna take 1 more. He is down to 16 wounds remaining. Leadership. So I owe your leadership test or a morale test here. I lost 2 guys on this group of Zangors. 2 plus 6 is an 8. Twist spray gives them leadership 7. We lost 2 guys. We rolled a 6. That means 1 additional guy is removed from play. Let's say this guy. Okay. Here we lost 1 guy, but leadership is a 7. I can't really fail this. So you owe me a morale test over here.
So there were 5 bikers. Went ahead and lost 4 of them. So their leadership on the sergeant is 8. So we're going to look at a 4 or less.
And that's good.
So he's fine.
He's fine. And then over
here, the intercessors, they lost 3. Their leadership is 7.
Do you know too much for
8 on the sergeant. So I lost 3. So we're at a 5 or less. Fine. There were 10 guys in this squad. 7 of them died. My sergeant is still alive. So that's 8 minus 7. So I'm gonna lose some guys.
I'll lose some guys. 7. Well, actually, 7 guys plus 1 is an 8. Your leadership is an 8.
Oh, okay.
You're actually good.
So we're good.
Surprisingly, that's awesome. And then over here, can they fail a test?
They cannot fail a test. Only 1 guy died.
Did we get behind enemy lines is the question. He has his stall over the line. I don't know what this actually says. Score if you have at least 1 completely within the enemy's deployment zone. That's not the case, so we don't get to claim anything. It's going to be battle round 2 for the Deathwatch. We're generating how many?
1 more because I have 1 objective.
Okay.
Witch Hunter.
Oh, you gotta kill a Psyker. That's highly doable in this particular game.
So we're gonna start with the bike. He's gonna fall back because he's a biker. He's still gonna be allowed to charge and do all that fun stuff.
The bikers have a relentless assault special, allowing him to fall back, shoot, and charge as normal. Okay, awesome.
So they have movement of 14. We're just gonna go a little bit, just so we're with at least an inch away to go shoot and then assault. Gonna move up.
Yeah, but also the click.
It's gonna be done for them. They're not gonna move, so they could shoot twice. These guys are going to move their 6 inches, but still 1 guy remain close enough to keep the objective secure. Then we're going to go over to the Assault Marines, as close as they can over to the cultists and all, so they could start hopefully murdering them. That's going to be the end of my movement. My one psyker is dead, so we're just going to go on to shooting.
Shooting phase. So
we're going to start with the biker shooting at the squad in front of him. He's hitting on 3s, not close enough, so re-roll, to not get the re-roll. Then we're going to be wounding on 2+ Hellfire rounds. He does have a pistol. I don't know if it'll wound, but might as well try.
So he's hitting on
the 3s.
Actually 4s, but that's a hit.
Then it's going to be strength 4 versus toughness more, so 5.
That's a wound. So we're looking for a 3-up invuln save. 3-up invuln save, which he fails. He is down to 15.
Instead, this squad is just going to go ahead and shoot all of their munitions over at these squad of 3.
Okay.
Heavy bolt part of the frag cannon first. He did move, so it's going to be hitting on 4s instead of 3s. 2 hits, strength.
One hit.
Oh yeah, no, that was a 3. I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it.
Strength 5 versus toughness 4, so 3s.
That's a wound.
Minus 1 AP.
We're looking for a 5-up invuln save, which we don't make. How much damage?
Just 1.
Just 1 is gonna reduce 1 guy. Let's say this guy. Well, let's say this guy to a single wound remaining. 2 wounds each.
No one else is going to be within rapid fire range, so it's just going to be single shot each. I might as well fire as the combi. So we'll do the 5 regular shots first at the regular ballistic skill of 3+. So 3, it's going to be the Hellfire round, which I forgot to use on that first attack. So it's going to be wounding on 2+. So 2
wounds on the aviars.
Same squad.
Okay, we're looking for 5-up invuln saves. We save 1 goes through, 1 point of damage.
Yep.
So that removes this guy from play.
Okay, we're going to go to the guy with the combi. We'll do the bolter part first, so 4. That hits. Same thing, Hellfire, so 2+. No. So we'll do the Melta part now. So same thing, hitting on a 4. No. So that's going to be the end of this squad. The aggressors did not move, so they had to fire twice. They can shoot at him. It's going to be assault 6 for each of them.
Okay.
Since they haven't moved, so it's going to be 6, 12, so 24 shots.
So 24 shots from these dudes into the Demon Prince.
Here's 12. I'm just going to roll 12 twice. So their ballistic skill is 3. Not within a reroll bubble. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the first. And then the other shots.
What's the inverse? What's happening here?
6 more for
So 11. Strength 4.
Toughness is 6, so we'll look for 5s.
So 3. 0 AP on it.
3-up armor or a 4-up invuln. Because there's no AP on this weapon, 3-up armor is a better option. 3 of them. We failed 2. 1 goes through. He takes 2 points of damage, taking him down to 6 wounds remaining.
They're also going to go ahead and shoot their grenade launcher. It's going to be assault D6 each.
Okay.
So we'll see how many shots.
6.
6 shots. Okay. Okay. So 2.
2 of them. Okay.
Strength 4. So same thing. Going to need 5s. No.
Okay.
So I wasn't sure if I could fire the grenade launcher again or not because they didn't move. It's any weapon for them, so we're going to get an additional D6 for each grenade launcher for 9 threes. So we got 5, and then wounding on 5s.
Oh.
So nothing. We're going to shoot at the aviators, I think they're called.
Zango Enlightens, yep.
Okay, so we're gonna shoot at them. We're gonna do the 2 guys with the heavy bolters. So that's 6 shots. They did go ahead and move, so it's gonna be on 4s.
Alright, so now
That's everything but 1, so 5. Strength 5 versus toughness.
4, so 3 is the wound.
So 4.
So 4 wounds on these guys, looking for a 5-up invul save. And whoa, we say 3, 1 goes through. So one guy is going to take a wound, and that one guy is going to be this guy.
The guy with the shotgun's not in range. Guy with the bolter is going to be in range, and the guy with the combi is going to be in range, but not rapid fire. So just 2 more shots. Hitting on 3s. Neither of them hit, so that's good. Gonna go over to the assault marines now. Okay. Gonna try to shoot the cultists first. 3 guys with the plasma pistols, because they have that. He does it as well.
So the whole unit is shooting into the cultists?
These 3 are going to shoot at the cultists. Okay. He's considered a character, so I can't shoot at him.
Nope. So your candidates are the cultists, these guys, or this guy. But this guy is minus 1 to hit. So
well, does that affect them because they have the jetpack?
He's minus 1 to hit. So
just always hard to hit. Yep. Okay. So then the other 2 guys will attempt to hit the aviators as well.
Sure.
So we're gonna do the bolt pistols first. Wow. 1 hit. Gonna do the 2+ to wound. So 1 wound.
On them or on?
No, the bolt pistols are on the cultists.
Got it. AP?
0.
0. So that's gonna be zinc protection on 6. Oh, he does.
Okay, then we're gonna go the plasma pistol onto the aviator.
Okay, go for it.
Not overcharged. It should have overcharged it. It's gonna be strength 7 versus toughness.
4, so 3 is the wound. 1 wound, 5-up invul save. No, that's gonna be how much? Well, it's irrelevant. So this guy is gonna go away.
So it's actually only a 6-inch range, so he would have to attack the cultists. So it's going to be strength 8, 1 shot. He misses anyway, so that's going to be the end of their shooting. So the biker's going to go ahead and charge this squad.
Fire 4 pistols into this group, looking for 6s. You get 1, 3 versus 5, 5 to wounds, no wounds. Charge distance is gonna be plenty. So he is in there. Who's charging next?
The assault marines are gonna go ahead and attempt to charge, I guess, the cultists.
Just the cultists?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not gonna multi-charge.
That's fine. So the cultists will be double tapping. There's 3 of them. 6 shots, looking for 6s in Overwatch, re-rolling 1s because of Ahriman. 1, strength 3, toughness.
Toughness 4.
4, 5 to wound. No wounds. Charge distance is going to be 5 inches.
Everyone is going to be in except the guy in the back off of the initial charge, but in pile-in.
Anybody else charging?
No.
Okay. Who would you like to activate first in the fight phase?
The biker.
The biker. Go for it.
So he's going to go ahead and get 3 attacks since he is a sergeant.
Okay.
4 hits.
Hitting on 3s, so 1. Strength 4, toughness 4, so 4s.
No wounds. Okay, at this point in time, I'm gonna burn 2 out of my 6 command points. I'm gonna activate Magnus. So 2 guys remaining here, 3 guys remaining here. So we're gonna do 3 on the intercessors, 4 on the other guys. So intercessors looking for 2s. Will hit. The other squad, we get 3 extra hits because of Death to the False Emperor. We are re-rolling 1s because we're awesome, so it's this many hits on the other unit. So intercessors wounding on 2s, and then the other squad wounding on 2s, all of them wounded. So that's going to be -4, 3 of them over here.
So there's no invuln save 3.
3 points of damage each. So
3 each, so they're dead.
And then on the other unit we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 -4s. There we go.
Excuse me, the assault marines on the cultists.
You get to pile in 3.
So I gotta stay within that 1 inch. So it looks like this is gonna be the end of that. So we're gonna just start, say the guy with the lightning claws, he's within the 1 inch.
Yeah,
the guy
all of
within
them.
1 inch. I want to start with him. Let's do the 3 attacks. So all 3 hit. Strength 4, toughness 3. So 3s. So 2 with no AP. Everything else is going to have AP.
One guy is saved by Zinch, the other guy is removed from blank.
Guy with the Thunder Hammer, just to try to get that done. He's the sergeant. He's going to get 3 attacks. 2 normal, 1 for being sergeant. It's a heavy weapon, so it's going to be 4s since he moved. So then we're going to go ahead and do those 2 wounds now.
1 wound.
Yeah, 1 wound.
AP.
Minus 3.
Okay, so 1 guy is dead.
I did roll a 6, so it's going to be D6 wounds instead of just 1.
Well, that he is a single wound, so no matter what.
But it doesn't splash over because it's still melee.
Unless these are mortal wounds.
Oh no, okay. So then we'll go over to the guy with the power sword. 2 attacks. So 1 hit. Not a wound. We'll go over to the guy with the power fist then. 2 attacks. So 1, excuse me, power fist. No, it's not. It doesn't count as heavy for this. So just 1 hit. 1 wound.
AP.
Minus 3.
He is removed, and that's the unit.
Okay. So I will not going to consolidate.
I get to swing back over here, right?
Yes.
You already went with this guy, so we are gonna have 3 attacks for the twist ray, 2 attacks, 2 attacks, and 2 attacks more. He is not a character, so we are just gonna be hitting on 3s. So misses, the rest of them are hits. Strength 4, toughness 5, 5 to wounds. No wounds. That's the end of that. Oh, over here. Did you get to go?
No, since he will go ahead and activate against the guy who's already hurt. It's going to be 4 attacks.
Then actually we did this out of sequence. After your charging units went, this is your turn, right?
Yeah.
So you get to activate one of yours. You should have went with this first instead of the Zangors, but it doesn't really make any difference. But kind of
they
pointing
already
it out.
attacked. The biker already attacked, so it doesn't make a difference.
So exactly. So actually, go for it.
Artemis is going to go ahead, hit the sorcerer guy who's already wounded, hitting on 2s. Reroll because he's within 6 inches of himself. So it's going to be all 4. Strength 4 versus toughness 4. So that's going to be 4s. So nothing.
Nothing. Okay.
All right.
So I guess so. That's gonna be the end of that round of combat, I guess. There are no other ongoing combats anymore, so I do get to activate these 2 guys just for shits and giggles. I'm gonna roll them both together because they have the same number of attacks with the same weapon. So that's 5 and 5 more with the 4 staves, looking for 2s, re-rolling 1s, and 6s trigger Death to the False Emperor. Re-rolling 1s. Okay, that's this many hits. Strength 6, toughness 4.
Toughness 4.
So freeze the wounds. Miss, 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 miss. But 2, 4, 6, 8 of them with -1 to AP.
There's going to be 4 plus, or is 4 plus Iron Halo, so that's the same. He only had 1 wound left, so he's totally dead.
Well,
but he does have feel no pain.
Okay.
Only on a 6 plus.
So,
So 1 at a time, yeah.
4 of them. Actually, these are going to be D3 points of damage each.
Okay.
So the first one is going to be 3. I'm just going to roll the other ones. So 3 and 3, 6, and 2 more, 8
So
individual.
8 individual. So let's do it 1 at a time. And he's dead right there.
Okay, there we go. Okay, these guys get to consolidate 3 inches towards the closest enemy, which would be this guy. I guess we're not going to do that. Is that the end of the turn?
Yeah, it's going to be the end of the turn, and I really don't think I could do anything else, so...
You want to call it right here?
Call it.
Frank, that was something. I like what this guy did. He just wrecks face like he usually does, but I like the special ammunition and all of the shenanigans they can do. We're just gonna redo our lists and meet in the field of battle one more time. Guys, that's all we have for you from Ionic today in Long Island City, Queens, New York. Hopefully you enjoyed this game. If you did, leave us a like, comment below, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel. And we will catch you next time.